everybody on the Pro Forum. Okay, let's talk a little bit about old customers. Whoa. To me, old customers coming in and placing orders is like found money. There ain't much better on this planet than found money. You know, have you ever been, you ever put on a pair of pants you ain't put on in a while, and all of a sudden inside that pair of pants you find a $5 bill? Whoa, is that not the most awesome thing? Next, besides found money, you know, I don't know, I remember when I was a kid one time I found a $20 bill in a mud puddle, and I thought I'd found a treasure. Anyway, so when old customers come in, and I think it's important, I keep a very good filing system as far as finding this stuff. But what specifically I wanted to talk about is the matching. For example, I just had a customer come in. I'd done the 3 high school seniors over a period of considerable years. It goes way back to, I think, like 2002, 2000, you know, somewhere back in that neighborhood. One of the seniors I had done with film, and then the other 2 I had done with digital. Old digital cameras, newer digital cameras, still nothing like the current 1DX camera that I have. So when that happens, what do you do? What I do, H&H Color Lab will make an incredible scan from a negative. So I send off the negatives for scanning first. Then what I do is I take in all of the stuff, especially the negative scan. Then I take in the digital files from the ones that were shot with various digital cameras, and I put all of that on my desktop, and I look at all of it. I size everything, first of all, to the size that the customer is going to want and order, you know, 11 by 14, 16 by 20s, whatever the case may be. Then I carefully examine all images, and like, if you have a scan made from a negative, there's going to be some minor, you know, dust and particles, things like that. You know, H&H does a fantastic job. The last one, in fact, I got had 0 dust. But I've had a little bit of a dust problem with some really old negatives before. I've had some scratch problems. That's not their fault. That's my fault. Things like that. All of that has to be fixed. The other thing is you're going to find that there's some grain. Film has grain, unlike the grain from digital. Now, in this particular instance, it was only 1 image that was done with a negative, and then the other 2 images were done with digital. So 1 from a negative, 2 from a digital. So I tried to get rid of the grain to make it more digital looking. So I use, for example, Imagenomics, portraiture, noise wear, things like that to put all that together. Then from there, I then proceed to color correct everything so that all colors, skin colors, tonalities, everything tends to blend accordingly to each other. Various little tricks, things that I currently do, eye enhancements, bags underneath the eyes, things of this sort that I never did before whenever you would shoot film because it was just entirely too expensive. I make sure all of that matches all images. So the negative that's been scanned might get a little extra retouching, whereas the digital files, you know, tend to get a little bit less because all that enhancement is being done. So anyway, the big deal is to me that everything begins to blend together and all look the same. To me, it's the most embarrassing thing, and it's happened before, where a customer will bring in a print, 11 by 14, 16 by 20, of some negative that you had photographed 10 years ago, and then they say, look, I want to do one of my other daughter just like this. My goodness, the negatives have a little bit flatter look to it, not quite so vibrant as, say, a digital file. There's the grain factor, there's the lack, there's the, not the lack of, but I mean, let's face it, I mean, I didn't do all that fancy enhancement, eye enhancement, taking out little bags underneath the eyes, all these types of things. I didn't do that when we shot negatives. If someone ordered a big fancy print on canvas, I would do that kind of stuff, but it was minor compared to what we do now. So anyway, the point of the story is we make everything consistent and we make it look good. hopefully, of course, that translates into profit, because their friends see it. They go, oh, well, I didn't realize he had done a picture of my daughter. And I find that they do come in clumps. So if you do like an old customer like this, and you make some new prints out of something that they've ordered in the past, yeah, they tend to show it to their friends, and it comes up in clumps. So that's just a thought. Think about that. You know, we could actually market that. You could pull all those old negatives and files and sell them. There's a lot of people who've done that. Let's talk about that if you want. A lot of people come back in, they'll resend things like that to old customers and say, hey, we're running a sale. I know we took your pictures 10 years ago, but it's still available. Anything like that that we can do that generates business is always a good thing. So that's just a few thoughts for the day. I hope that helps somebody. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.